Now we're going to look at multiplying fractions. Now, multiplying fractions is probably the most straightforward thing you can do, in that you simply multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then you simplify where required. So we'll look at this method first of all. So here we would multiply the top. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 8 times 4 is 32. So it gives us 2 32nds, and we can simplify that down to 1/16 because both 2 and 32 are even, so it can be divided by 2. Now, if you're feeling more confident, to save you having to simplify at the end, you can actually cross cancel when multiplying fractions. Okay, so we'll have a look at that. I'll just clear this off a second. And cross cancelling means you look on the diagonal. So here we would look at 2 and 4. Now 2 and 4 can both be divided by 2. So if we divide 2 by 2, we would end up with 1. And we can divide 4 by 2 and we will end up with 2. And on this diagonal, 1 is already in its simplest form, so we can't cross cancel here. So we would then just multiply the top. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 8 times 2 is 16. You end up in the same place. Now, cross cancelling is something you should do if you are confident and you understand why. If you're less confident and you find this confusing, I would recommend multiplying the tops, multiplying the numerators, multiplying the denominators, and simplifying at the end. And we're going to come down and have a look now as well at multiplying mixed numbers. Now, in order to multiply a mixed number, you would need to get it into an improper fraction first. Don't try multiplying the whole numbers and multiplying the fractions separately. That won't work. So with the first one, with their example here, 1 1/3, we need to change this from a mixed number into an improper fraction. So we would multiply the whole number by the denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3, plus the 1 is 4. So that will give us 4/3. And we're going to times that by 2 3/5. So we would do 2 times 5, which is 10, plus the 3, which will be 13. So that will be 13/5. In this instance, you couldn't cross cancel because 3 and 13 are both prime, and 4 is not a factor of 5, and 5 is prime as well. So once you've got your sum here, you would multiply numerators. So 4 times 13 would be 52, and 3 times 5 is 15. And this gives us an improper fraction. Now 52 and 15, this would be an acceptable answer generally, but if you want to play on the safe side, always move it into a mixed number. Now remember, fractions are essentially division sums, so this is 52 divided by 15. Now 15 will go into 52 3 times, because 3 times 15 is 45. We would then have 7 left over, and 15 would be our denominator, so this will be 3 7/15.